All right, let's get right into it. For so many of us entrepreneurs, trying to sell on Amazon feels like you're solving a puzzle, but the pieces keep changing shape on you. It's so frustrating, right? But what if I told you there's a strategic way to not just solve that puzzle, but to actually master the entire game? So let's be real for a second. Does this sound familiar? You're trying to focus on product development, on your marketing, the big picture stuff, but the day-to-day demands of Amazon just keep pulling you down into the weeds. If that's you, you're definitely not alone. It's a huge struggle for so many sellers. And a huge reason it feels so overwhelming, well, it comes down to this number right here, 9.7 million. That's how many other sellers you are competing against on Amazon. Think about that. Nearly 10 million other businesses, all fighting for the same eyeballs. Standing out isn't just difficult, it's become a highly specialized skill. So let's just call this what it is, the overwhelming Amazon puzzle. With its algorithm that's always changing, its super complex advertising system, and that fierce competition we just talked about, trying to manage it all yourself while growing your business has become a nearly impossible task. You know, I love this analogy. Think about it. You wouldn't pop the hood and try to fix your own car's transmission, would you? A few years ago, maybe you could get away with a little DIY on your Amazon store. But today, no way. It's become just as technical. Trying to do it all without real expertise is like being your own mechanic on a high-performance engine. You're honestly more likely to break something than to make it go faster. So what's the answer? Well, that's where an Amazon agency comes in. Think of them as your outsourced special ops team. These aren't just some marketing generalists. Their entire world literally revolves around one thing: mastering the Amazon platform so that your business can win on it. Okay, but I know what you're probably thinking. An agency? That sounds expensive. And that's a fair question. But before we even get to that, we have to talk about the hidden costs of doing it all yourself. And trust me, it's often way more expensive than you'd ever guess. This slide, I think, really says it all. This is the core conflict, right? Over on the left, that's where you create real long-term value for your business. New products, big picture strategy. But on the right, that's what Amazon demands from you every single day. And every single hour you spend fiddling with PPC bids is an hour you are not spending on actually growing your brand. So, how much time are we actually talking about here? Well, the numbers show it takes between 20 to 40 hours per week to manage a serious Amazon account the right way. That's a part-time job. Heck, that's basically a full-time job. So you have to ask yourself, are you the CEO of your company or are you an Amazon account manager? An agency lets you be the CEO again. Now, let's talk hard numbers, because this is where it gets really interesting. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just hire one person to do it in-house. It'll be cheaper. But then you look at a breakdown like this. A really good Amazon specialist is going to cost you 6 figures in salary. Then you have to add thousands a month for all the essential software tools. Plus training, it adds up incredibly fast. An agency gives you a whole team of experts, often for a fraction of that total cost. Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Let's talk about how working with an agency isn't just about saving your sanity. It's about unlocking a level of growth that you probably couldn't reach on your own. First up, let's talk about Amazon SEO. And listen, this is so much more than just cramming a bunch of keywords into your product title. A pro agency uses really sophisticated tools to find those hidden gem keywords your competitors are totally missing. And this is crucial, they write copy that taps into buyer psychology, using emotional triggers to turn casual browsers into actual buyers. And then, of course, there's advertising, PPC. Most sellers just kind of throw money at ads and hope for the best. An agency, on the other hand, builds a strategic portfolio of campaigns. Some are designed to find new customers, some are built to defend your brand from competitors, and they're all optimized for profit. That constant daily management can often cut wasted ad spend by 20 or even 30%, which goes straight to your bottom line. So how do they actually pull this off? Well, it's not magic, it's a proven, repeatable system. It always starts with super deep research. From there, they create compelling A-plus content. Then they build out those strategic ad campaigns we talked about. And finally, it's all powered by daily data-driven optimization. It's this process that delivers consistent, predictable results. This all sounds great, I know. But let's get back to the money. What is the real, actual, measurable return on your investment that you can expect. Because at the end of the day, this is a business decision and it has to make financial sense. So here's a piece of the ROI that most people don't even think about. A good agency is spending anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month on a whole suite of enterprise-level software. We're talking tools for keyword research, competitor tracking, advanced analytics, the whole shebang. You get all the benefits of that data horsepower baked right into their fee. And this chart right here, this is what it's all about. This is the result you get when you combine that deep expertise with that powerful technology. It shows what so many businesses see, a really significant jump in their total Amazon revenue, often in that 30 to 50% range, and usually within the first 6 months. We're not just talking about covering the agency's fee, we're talking about generating substantial new profit. Now, it's really important to have realistic expectations. Results don't happen overnight, but they do tend to follow a pretty predictable pattern. You'll usually see your advertising get more efficient within the first month. Then, as the new listing optimizations kick in, your conversion rates start to climb. And finally, all those extra sales lead to a huge boost in your organic search rankings. Okay, so let's say you're on board. You're convinced this is the way to go. But how in the world do you find the right agency? Because let me tell you, they are not all created equal, and picking the right one is absolutely critical for your success. So here's your cheat sheet. This is what you should be looking for. First, and this is a big one, ask for proven case studies in your specific product category. Demand reporting that's transparent and actually easy to understand. Find out if they have direct contacts at Amazon to solve problems fast. And honestly, just make sure their communication style is a good fit for you. You are looking for a true partner, not just another vendor. All right, let's bring this all home. We've looked at the problem, we've explored the solution, and we've laid out a roadmap for how to choose the right partner. This is your path to turning what might be a source of stress right now into a powerful source of profit. You know, when you boil it all down, it comes back to this one simple idea. Hiring an agency isn't just another expense on your P&L. It is an investment in your most valuable and limited asset, your own time. It frees you up to be the visionary, the leader that your business really needs you to be. So the final question you really have to ask yourself is this. What could you actually achieve with an extra 20, 30, maybe even 40 hours back in your week? Hours you could spend building your brand instead of just managing a sales channel. Finding that right strategic partner might just be the key to unlocking that next level of growth you've been searching for.